What is up, you guys? And today, in this video, this is a bit of a different video than what I normally do. Today, we're going to be talking about the current state of My Hero Ultra Rumble, and we're just going to be just yapping about what changes could come to the game, what changes have the devs announced that are coming to the game, and just other small just stuff like that. Just really just a yap video. So if it's not your cup of tea, then get lost. But in all seriousness, though, the game is, I will say, we'll just start off with just common, just balance, right? I will say that the game is in an okay spot right now. It's not actually that terrible. After the most recent balance patch, my experience in ranked has been quite enjoyable, to say the least. So it has been quite good. The devs are listening in a small portion, in a small part, but obviously, in order for the game to be perfect and a lot better, they need to do more. And I would say that the overall balance of the game is quite okay. It is okay. We do have some very, very, very oppressive, very overpowered characters at the moment. I would say our biggest problem in terms of character balance wise is just Tech Shiggy. So, and Lady Nagant, she is definitely still an insane character. She definitely still needs her fair share of more nerfs to be considered quote unquote balanced. But yeah, I would say that Armored All Might could get toned down a bit more, but he's not that insane anymore. He's not like Lady Nagant or Tech Shiggy level. Like, he's still really good. He's still great. Still definitely in the S tier, tier. But I would not say that he's on the same level of oppressiveness as Lady Nagant and Technical Shigaraki. I will say that they did a very good job. Before I get to the bad stuff, I will say that they did a very good job at buffing the lower tiered characters. Assault All Might and Assault Mount. I said Assault Mount Lady. Well, maybe we'll get a Mount Lady quirk set in the near future. I hope so. She kind of deserves one. But Assault All Might and Mount Lady recently got kind of not put back fully into the meta, but they were brought back up from the depths of hell. They were very, very, very underpowered, very bad characters for a very long time. For I think over a year, they've been pretty bad, pretty underwhelming, and pretty inconsistent in terms of just gameplay and just performance in general. So they brought All Might back. They buffed his alpha damage, and they gave him 350 health, which don't ever touch their HPs again. If they ever get too strong, nerf their damage. Don't ever touch their HPs again. They both need 350 health. They did a very good job of bringing them both back to where they belong. And it got so bad at one point, I suggested that fucking Assault All Might should be 400 health, man. It got that bad. Him at 300 health just does not work with his kit. He is way too slow and sluggish, and he has too big of a hitbox, and his moves are too easily exploitable in their end lag in order for him to be only 300 health. 350 is exactly where he needs to be. Mount Lady's buffs were good, but to be honest, I will say that where they went wrong with Mount Lady's buffs is that they did not address her major down power issues. Her alpha has way too high of down power. When they did that big change to all of the alphas to change them the normal ones to be 10 to 50, they also adjusted Mount Lady's. I think hers was 10. I think each bullet for Mount Lady now is 25. They more than doubled it. They should not have done that. That was not the right move, and it hinders her combos so much. So maybe I would say the next buff for Mount Lady, and then you could probably leave her alone for the rest of the game's lifespan, low-key. It's just reduce her down power, or maybe her melees and her alpha. I think her alpha's down power should get completely reverted. I'm gonna be honest. It should get completely reverted for the type of skill that it is. It's a combo tool. It works well with her kit, and she needs to be able to use it effectively and efficiently, but she just can't do that with how high of the down power is right now. Her combos are severely limited, and big mode is just that. It's insane. It's so much better than her normal kit, which I guess it is Mount Lady. It is her quirk. It should be better than her normal kit, but the difference between Mount Lady's giant form to Mount Lady's normal form is the gap between tech Shiggy and red Shiggy. Like it's it's a bit insane. It's a bit ridiculous. So I think that her down power should get fixed. But also All Might, they nailed it. They nailed it. I would say that he needs some cooldown adjustments for his I was like his cooldown adjustments for like his special, maybe, and actually not his special, his alpha and his beta. His beta cooldown is a bit way too long for the move that it is. It's way too inconsistent for a move like that to have like a 10-second cooldown even at the highest levels. Like that's ridiculous. And his alpha takes like 1.5 seconds for each charge. That's kind of insane. It should be 1 second like every other Beamer alpha is. But other than that, they did a very good job. I guess I guess this is a good time to mention the hacker issue. The devs have recently come out with a post saying, actually, I will read this to you guys verbatim. Let me just pull it up real quick. I have it on hand actually. Let's see here. Regarding information leaks and cheating / exploiting misconduct, our team has been hard at work at combating information leaks and in-game cheating, but recent posts on social media showing leaked information along with cheating and exploitation among current players in-game have been occurring. As stated in the terms of use, exploiting and cheating within the game, as well as data mining for unreleased content, is a violation of these terms. Any player that infringes upon these terms will be subject to stricter penalties up to and including legal action. Information leaks outside of the game will also have stricter enforcement taken. We want all players to have a safe and plus ultra experience while playing My Hero Ultra Rumble, and ask for your understanding and cooperation. Hashtag MHUR. So the big takeaways from this is that the devs, they have mentioned cheating in the past when the game first launched, around like September, July, shit like that, in 2023. But nothing really happened. It was just them advertising their report feature, and the report feature basically is non-existent. Nothing really comes of it. You kind of just get shadow banned for like a week or two, if depending on how many people report you, and then you're fine. So we will see if people actually do get banned this time around. We will see like if we have temp bans, if we have perm bans. I forgot to add this in when I was talking, but if you do use any mods, even the slightest ones, before the maintenance starts, if you can help it, if you can get on before maintenance starts, delete your mod folder. Delete it. I don't want to see anyone get banned because they left a mod in or anything and the game flagged your account. Delete it. Delete the mod folder for now. Put it in somewhere else but the MHUR is like file path directory. Just delete it. Get rid of it. Just move it somewhere else. I don't want to see anyone get banned. Stay safe. Proceed precaution. Yeah, do not let this ruin your account with all your skins and all your tuning builds and all your characters. Be very careful. Alright, you can get back to the video now. The only other Bandai game I know that bans you is Naruto Shinobi Striker, and if you get banned in that game, you're permanently banned. So yeah, I don't think temp bans will be a thing. I don't think you'll be able to like be like suspended for a while. Like maybe they'll be lenient and do like ranked bans, or like if you're caught cheating, then you're banned from ranked for like a day or like a week. Maybe they'll do that. I know Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles does that, but yeah, I don't think Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles is Bandai. I think that's Sega and stuff. So that's a whole different that's a whole different like company and stuff. But yeah, going off of the Bandai experience with Shinobi Striker, I believe that we will have just permanent bans. Like you're just cooked. If you get caught, you're done. So, and that's a bit unsettling, but it is good. There's two sides to this. I want to be equal to both sides because if you guys know, I have done modded content. That's a major part of my channel. It's kind of the thing that sets me apart from like other creators on this platform, aside from like Taz and stuff. You guys know that, but like there's not many people that do like modded quirk sets and stuff like that on a scale that I do it, and like Taz might do it or whatever. So yeah, man, that kind of hinders me in that sense, but like in the grand scheme of things, banning this is a good move. because in a competitive game like this, you have a battle royale setting. This game is fairly competitive when it comes to like straight up official tournaments. I will not say that ranked is necessarily competitive. Ranked isn't really competitive until you get into the top 50 on the leaderboard. Those guys are really like top 100, top 50. Those guys is where it's at. But your general ranked play in ace lobbies don't really mean much because over like 99% of the leaderboard is ace rank. So that's basically like the entire player base that takes this game seriously and plays it more than like fucking 3 times a week. So yeah, so Ace isn't really competitive. It's just a fancy, cool logo you get to have on your profile. It doesn't mean much. Every time I play the game, I get Ace people on my team that have like KDs of 1.5 and below. Like, you should not be an Ace rank, man. You should be hard stuck expert, maybe even pro. So yeah, man. This game, but back to my point. Having cheating be allowed and running rampant in a game that can be and is as competitive as a battle royale is, as Rumble is bad. It is terrible. They're bad. It's only a negative. It is genuinely only a negative. The only time where it is a positive is when it doesn't affect the mass amount of players in the game. Whereas if you do it like custom quirks that's like customs or something like that, and it's in a contained, confined, and controlled space, that is the only time where I believe that it is okay. Because everyone knows what they're getting into, like everyone's signing up for it. But like if you're just cheating in normal games, obviously like nigga, like what are you doing? Like you're just not it's unsportsmanlike. Like you just can't do that. Or shit, it's not like you can do it, but like you're an asshole if you do. So yeah. So I see this as a good thing and a bad thing. I mean, like, I hope the main thing that I care about is making sure this game is fair for everyone. To be honest, I care about myself, but like I don't at the same time. Like I do want everyone to have a fair and balanced experience in this game, and so I think that this is a good thing, and I think that it should have taken them. It shouldn't have taken them this long, bro. It shouldn't, bro. This shit should have like been happened, man. This should have been. We have had hackers around since like season 1 of this game. Like literally, I think there were hackers maybe even in the beta of the game. Well, actually, was the beta on PC? I think. I'm not sure. But just correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, we've had hackers for the past 2.5 years in this game, and the fact that they are actually like mentioning like legal action now is good. This is good. This is a good thing, and we will see what happens. Fun fact: Fortnite actually they do this. They actually they force the perpetrators to actually like give like a written apology on social media when they cheat and stuff in like actual games. There was this one guy, he was like doxing a bunch of streamers, and he also, I think he hacked in an FNCS, which is a big Fortnite competitive tournament, and he was forced to eat a lawsuit. He was banned from Fortnite permanently, like IP banned and shit, and he had to do a written apology on Twitter. Yeah, so I'm not sure if Bandai and Biking have the legal fees, like want to be drowned in the legal fees and want to do like spend all that time doing that and stuff. Fortnite is obviously a much bigger corporation with Epic Games and stuff like that backing them. So yeah. I'm not sure if Bandai even go that far, but to be honest, MHUR is a pretty lucrative and a pretty decent investment for Bandai. I'm pretty sure MHUR is like probably like one of the biggest Bandai active games as of right now. I think it's like the main live service game that they have going on. I think it's the only one. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not too invested in what other things Bandai has their hands on, but as far as I know, it's mainly just MHUR, and MHUR is pretty good. And the devs in like their dev letters and stuff at the beginning of different seasons and stuff have said multiple times that they will continue to support this game in the coming years and beyond. So yeah, MHUR is not going anywhere for at least like another like year or two. and that's good. That is very, very good. We This is a very good niche market to be in. An anime battle royale is insane. Like I'm surprised that MHUR is the first of its kind, but I'm glad to be a part of it. You know, I love this game. This game is incredibly addictive. The gameplay they have absolutely nailed. They they have crafted something truly amazing. They really have. And I know like we hate like we have our grievances with the devs, our many grievances, but they truly have put together something special for us. And me, I haven't. This has been my main game since 2023, since the game literally released on my birthday. So that was another cherry on top. This game is great, man. This game is great, but it also has its problems. It's a very mixed bag. Um, oh, sorry, my nose is stuffy. But yeah. Enough praise. Let's get into like the little things that I do think needs to happen for this game. Um, um, I kind of want to talk about the gacha a little bit. The gacha actually, it's not that terrible, but it's also not that good either. There's a lot of good and bad to every aspect of this game, which kind of makes it hard to recommend, but also like really good to recommend because this game is so addictive. Like once you get into this game, you get into its ecosystem and you start rolling and stuff, and you get characters and stuff. Like it's hard to back out. It's hard to leave because this game is just so addicting. If you love the My Hero IP, you're here for life, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. That's how we have such. That's how you have so many people coming in, and you have some people staying and just being a part of this game and being a part of the MHA IP and stuff. But yeah, the gacha is pretty lackluster. It is way too expensive to afford a character. It costs $400 to be able to pity a character in this video game, and it costs $200 to be able to guarantee and pity a cosmetic costume. That is the most absurd prices I have ever heard in my entire life, and that is a problem that needs to be completely reworked, switched up. Go back to the drawing board immediately, because what the hell are we talking about? That is insanity, man. That is ridiculous. You should $400. It should be no more than like 30 to 50. It's bro, and I'm saying 30 to 50 because because I'm highballing it. Like realistically, if you're playing a video game with DLC and stuff, like one character should be like $10, 5. Like it shouldn't be that much. But you know, in this game, you get extra things. You get like their tuning and stuff, so they can mark up the price a little bit. I'm thinking about this from like a dev perspective, because the only other game that I know that releases DLC is Kami Chronicles, Demon Slayer, whatever. They charge $5 for a character, and when you get that, you just get the character and you get like a screenshot of like them from the anime or something like that, or like some like voice line quotes. But in this game, you get the character, you get the character, you get their tuning resources. I think that's it, actually. Yeah, I think that's it. You also get what else do you get? I think you get like a banner, and I think they just started doing like custom illustrations and stuff like that. But I feel like I'm missing something important, but I don't fucking know. But yeah, so they can mark up the price a little bit, and that marking up the price should be like a little few dollars. But if the devs like go through like with like a DLC rework, then they mark that shit up by like $50. So yeah, the devs are extremely greedy when it comes to the gacha, and to be honest, they are a really small company, so from their eyes, they need this money because the game is free. One of the biggest selling points from this game is that it is free. So if this game was paid, this game probably wouldn't be alive now. If this game was like paid and it was like $20, then like we would have so many less players. So many less players. I don't even know what this game would be if it wasn't free. That's one of the biggest aspects of this game. I don't even know if I would be on this game if it wasn't free. Like a free anime battle royale of an IP that I have binge watched 5 times in a row, like, I'm not in a row, but like, fucking sign me up, bro. Like, no one can fucking turn down free. Nigga, it's free. So, yeah. But man, the gacha needs to be calmed down, man. Like, it is insanely expensive. It is so stupid. And don't even get me started on the price of crystals, bro. The price of crystals, bro. 61,000 crystals is $100. That may sound like a lot on paper, but each 10 pull costs 12,000 crystals. Nigga, that's only 5 pulls. Only 5 pulls for $100? Are we trolling? Realistically, the price of the 10 pull needs to be cut in half. Put that down to 600. Give me 10 pulls in one. It probably should be even less than that. That's insane. That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. A cop, bro. There's multiple different ways that you can go about it, man. Let me know if I'm crazy in the comments, but like, maybe you can keep the costumes in the gacha. Shit, maybe they should make you roll for like tuning skills. Nah, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Forget I said that shit. But yeah. Maybe keep the costumes in the gacha, but keep the characters in the quirk sets as DLC that you can purchase. I think that should be a thing. Purchasing characters and quirk skill sets, or shit, my bad, alternative battle styles. That should be a thing for sure. But yeah, if they want to just keep the gacha aspect of the game, because it is a very big core aspect of the game. It's kind of what we associate mhur with, you know. So maybe they want to keep that type of core identity. If I was a dev, I'd make all this shit DLC and charge like fucking like $8 to $10 for a character. Actually, I'd charge like $10 for a character, like $10 for a character maybe, and like $5 to $8 for a quirk set, because it is just a quirk set. It's not a full character. And like fucking like $5 for a costume, bro, or something like that. And like maybe just have the two. You could have the two types of getting this obtaining the items concurrently. Like, you can have both of them. Like, if no one wants to spend the money, then they can still earn roll tickets to be able to get them through the gacha. So I don't know, man. I feel like in order to like really like this game can go so far. This game has so much hidden potential, bro. In anime battle royale, that genre and that niche is completely untapped. mhur has the market completely cornered because there is no market. So yeah, if someone else comes along and makes a battle royale even slightly better than mhur, then it's gonna completely just knock mhur out the water. mhur has such a crazy potential, but the devs there's so many different issues with this game, and it needs to be addressed so badly, man. Kind of just like circling back to the hacker thing, I do hope that I'm not sure if they are going to be banning the ability to install mods. I'm not sure if that's going to go away. I hope that doesn't, because of cosmetic mods, but like they could implement something where if you do an action too many times in like a single frame or a subsequent number of frames, or if your PU gauge like instantly gets like refilled after you use it or something like that, or if it doesn't have like a natural slow progression to get the bar filled up, then it kicks you out the game, flags your account, and you're cooked. But yeah, if something like something like that needs to be implemented in a game like this. Or like if you're using speed hacks, if you move too fast in like one singular frame or a subsequent number of frames, then your account gets flagged or whatever. But then actually probably maybe not a subsequent number of frames, maybe just like in one frame, because there's some movement text in this game that can make you go across the map in a blink of an eye. So maybe not that one. You can get banned for doing like Strike Hawks like Gamma Tech or something. No, that's it gotta be more specific than that. But I don't know. I don't know if the devs will even put this much work or thought into it. I don't know if it was an empty threat, because I heard something about Hydro say that like a bunch of games like talk about this all the time, and like he's like the amount of times that like I've seen games post this, and I don't know, man. I don't know if they will actually do something about it. I don't know if they actually will. I'll take a sip of water. I don't know if they actually will go through with their promise. I doubt they will pursue legal action, but I hope my eyes ain't cooked. But I hope no one else gets sued. I hope Hydros doesn't get sued, because also we do like leakers and stuff like that and data miners. Nigga, we do the marketing. Like, we literally do all of the marketing for this game. They announce quirk sets and characters like 2 days in advance to them releasing. That's not how you run a game. That's not how you run a company. I mean, like, shit, I'm not a fucking, like, professional. I don't have a degree in this shit. But, like, bro, that's just, like, basic... bro, like, do you know how to hype shit up? Like, Fortnite does, like, teasers to, like, their, shit, like, weeks in advance. Marvel Rivals, they have like teasers in their game to the next season, like at the beginning of the season before the next one. Like, so you're always speculating. There's always clues. There's always this. There's always that. What I mean, we don't know anything at all. Like, if you're not tapped into like Discords and stuff, and leaker Discords, and like just like leaker like YouTubers and stuff, you don't know anything, and that's really bad, because you don't get a chance to like speculate. There's no way, there's nothing there to pique your interest, you know? And that's just like really, that's not how you run a game correctly. Especially a live service game like this, it's not good. And if they really crack down on leakers, then like a lot of hype for this game is just gonna get like removed. Like, we don't know any, and like this also helps people know what to roll for and spend their precious roll tickets on. And the reason why I say precious is because a good amount of roll tickets take a long time to accumulate. And if you want to get like 2K in one season, that's only enough for one character. That's only enough for one. And we normally get 3 releases in one season. So you got to pick 1 out of 3? Are we serious? And leakers help you discern what you want to roll for. Like, for example, let's just say in season 14, we didn't know that Lady Nagant was coming. I promise you, there would have been a lot of people that would have skipped Armored All Might, that would have skipped Tech Shiggy, and that would have waited patiently for Nagant. But we didn't know she was coming because the devs hid it from us. And they try to play it off like it was like a surprise release. Nigga, bro, to be honest, my theory is either they wanted to hide her from data miners, or her ass just wasn't finished, which is why she released in such an unbalanced state. So, yeah. But, yeah. I don't really know. Man. This game is a bit, it's a bit fucked in a lot of the areas. It's a bit fucked. It's a bit screwed. What else about the game that I don't like? This is kind of just me yapping off the dome. So if there's anything else you guys want to talk about in the comments below, completely feel free to leave all that shit down there. So yeah, I it's hard for me to think about stuff off the top of my head if I don't like write a script down or like write topics down or anything. I guess I'll just talk about some random things on top of my head. It needs to be harder to get to ace rank. It does. I won't say a KD requirement, because KD is not everything to be an ace rank player. It's not everything that it takes to be a good player with good fundamentals. But I will say that getting to ace rank does need to be a lot harder. It needs to take a long time. If I sit down for like 10 hours in like a day and a half, I can hit ace. I can hit ace in 40 matches. It should not take that. It should no. It should not take that little of games. It should take everyone a minimum of like 100 games to hit ace rank. Everyone a minimum of like 100 to 150 matches to hit ace today. Damn, fuck, I can't talk. To hit ace rank. Getting ace in 30 to 40 games, nigga, what? That's like a 12-hour session. You shouldn't be able to hit max rank in that. Bro, imagine if you could sit down in Rivals and hit, what's the max rank in that game? It's not Eternity. I think it's One Above All. Imagine if you could hit One Above All in a 12-hour session. Bro, that game would be dead. That game would be terrible. You should not be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to do that in this game. It's borderline abysmal design. It's abysmal rank design. It's bad. It needs to be vastly changed. We need a complete like rank system overhaul. If you guys ever played Fortnite, we need arena in this game. Some shit like that. Like incentive to climb. You're always climbing, no matter what. Like maybe add the ability to fall out of ace rank, something like that. Maybe there needs to be real risk and real reward to getting to ace. Because getting to ace is, for me, getting to ace is just like, it's just like my annual task at the beginning of the season. I hit that in 2 days. I guess I'll just wait a week for a cluster bakugo to drop. A cluster bakugo dropped. I guess I'll have to make some content on him for the next 3 days. Alright, I made some. Alright, what else? What's after that? Just go back to normal ranked videos. I wait 2 more weeks. Strike A4 dropped. What I'll do after that? I gotta wait a month to the next season. Next season comes out. Oh, gotta get to ace rank again. So it's just like, get ace in 2 days and repeat, rinse and repeat, bro. Like, oh my god. Revive. I will say something about this game too. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. In most games that I play, there is at least 5 to 6 teams in the end zone. I guess that makes it competitive. But, like, I think we have a small but big problem in this game where nobody fucking dies. And if they do die, if they damn, I mumbled that like crazy. If they do die, then, they get revived so easily. I think we need a reinforced revive nerf heavily. We need that. That is essential to this game. That is an essential step to this game becoming more balanced. I think that is a requirement. We need a reinforced revive nerf. Having 3. I'm counting Kurigiri. No, we have 4 characters who can safely revive you with full GP back in a game, which adds no risk to dying, no risk to playing like an idiot, no risk to making mistakes. And there's just no punishment for that. I also don't like the fact that you can get fully revived, like after you get knocked out or downed or whatever, with full levels. You should come back with half levels. If you're at level 9, you should come back at level 4. If you're at level 8, come back at level 3. If you're at level 7, come back at level 2. If you're at level 5, come back at level 1. No. You should not. Dying should be a very severe and very harsh punishment. That's how it should be in a game like this. That's how it should be. If you want this game to be any more balanced and competitive and fair, coming back with full levels is ridiculous, because your strike Shiggy can die in the mid game. You storm camp from the mid game to the end game, bring him back into end game. He kills everyone with a maxed out level beta. It shouldn't work like that. He should be punished for dying. And if he died because of his teammates' incompetence, then your teammate should get punished as well, because now you don't have a teammate with good enough levels to help you win the game. So it should be a punishment. It should be bad, and you should feel it. If you die, you should feel the weight of your death, and that should encourage you to not make the same mistakes. Now, if your death wasn't your fault or whatever, you got hit with some like completely bullshit, like Nagant sniping you from across the map for fucking 400, then obviously that's not your fault. That's a Lady Nagant balance problem. But I think I got my point across, and I think you guys understand what I'm talking about. I think that might be everything that I kind of want to talk about. I kind of addressed a lot of the fundamental problems that I have with this game. Yeah, it's too easy to hit ace rank. The hacker problem, I hope they do it correctly. I really do. It is very disheartening when I do see a hacker in my excuse me. It is very disheartening when I see a hacker in my games and he's just popping infinite PU and you just can't kill him and you just can't win. So you just gotta alt to 4 and just suck it up, eat your losses, and move on with your day. So that kind of sucks. So hope that does get patched. Please don't attack cosmetic mods. I like my skin mods, please. Please and thank you, please. Um, Skin mods are great. I do know a good chunk of people that do enjoy this game through cosmetic mods. Like there's people that have like pink UI mods that make their game look all nice and pretty, and like that stuff is harmless, man. Like don't attack that. That's perfectly fine. Leave that alone. But people that actually do like hackers and shit like that, and like I think that guy is in the official tournament, that Weasel guy, and that reported Camco and Ayla. Bro, attack him, bro. He should be the first person you guys ban. But like, yeah. Also, free Camco and free Ayla. So, yeah. Is it Ayla or Alia? Wait, I think it's Ayla. I'm saying Alia because of that one fucking anime. But yeah. Hope you guys I think that's everything I want to talk about. Nerf the top tiers, buff the lower tier characters. You already know the drill. Talk about it in the comments. Maybe a dev will see the comments or whatever. But I'm not gonna go into a whole spiel about who should get buffed and who should get nerfed. Like we already know that. I want to talk about actually interesting shit. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.